Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Dr. Myron Floyd, Dean of the College of Natural Resources, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the College of Natural Resources commencement ceremony. We are elated to have all of you with us today, which is a very special day. And on such a special occasion as commencement, it is only fitting that we begin with a few acknowledgments and thank yous to recognize the many people who played important roles in leading us up to this celebration. I want to begin by recognizing our guests of honor. The College of Natural Resources, class of May 2024. Please rise, if you're able, to be recognized by your family, friends, and professors. You may be seated. We applaud the dedication and effort it took for you to get to this day. I know the road here was not always easy. You have endured and overcome challenges that no other generations have faced. You taught us how to be resilient and how to rise and respond to unexpected challenges. Together, we learned new ways to deliver education, complete internships and gain experience, and most importantly, how to create community. Thank you for taking us along with you on that journey. And I hope you take enormous pride in your accomplishments and savor the extraordinary success you have achieved in the College of Natural Resources. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, congratulations. We also want to recognize those who are serving or who have served in the U.S. military, or veterans who are part of a military family. Will graduates and all those in attendance who are serving or who have served our country, please rise if you're able to be thanked for your service. Thank you. Next, I would like to acknowledge the many people who helped make this day a reality. First, I ask the parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, partners, children, cousins, friends of the graduates to please rise or raise your hand to be recognized. Thank you. On behalf of the graduates and the College of Natural Resources, thank you. Without your support, your guidance, and sacrifice, these students would not be here today as graduates. I'd also like to recognize the many NC State alumni in the room who paved the way for today's graduating class. And I know we have the Norris family here tonight who is celebrating Corey. Corey, raise your hand. And the Norris family, I'm not sure where you are, but they are a third generation College of Natural Resources family, and Corey is graduating today with a BS in Forest Management. And I'm sure there are other alumni in the Wolfpack family here, and if you've graduated from NC State, please raise your hand and let us give you a round of applause also. Next, I would like to acknowledge and introduce our platform party. And as I call your name, please stand. Dr. Melissa Pasquinelli, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Dr. Stacy Nelson, Associate Dean for Diversity and Inclusion. Dr. Robert Scheller, Associate Dean of Research. Dr. Jinseng Wang, Department Head of Forest Biomaterials. Dr. Aaron Seals, Department Head of Forestry and Environmental Resources. Dr. Rasul Mawad, Department Head of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management. And Dr. Ross Mintermeyer, Director of the Center for Geospatial Analytics. These individuals are key members of the college leadership team who set the direction of our college and ensure that our students are both challenged and supported. Our college is so fortunate, and I am so fortunate to have each of them in their respective positions. So thank you for all that you do. I now ask the College of Natural Resources staff to stand or raise your hands to be recognized. And we have a few out in the hallway, but the staff are truly the backbone of our college and the glue of our college. They work to serve our students and faculty as facilitators, as friends, advisors, and advocates. While often behind the scenes, they are critical to the success of everything we do. And today you will see them scattered around the room, as you saw in the back, and I said out in the hallway, but making sure that everything is going smoothly. That's day in and day out. And others were not able to join us today. So on behalf of our students and faculty, thank you all for your hard work throughout the year and your commitment. Next, I ask the faculty of the College of Natural Resources to please rise if you're able and be recognized. These dedicated professionals provide knowledge and skills through innovative teaching, research, and extension. They turn the planet into a classroom. But beyond that, they, along with our staff, create the community that our students grow to rely on during their time here. So on behalf of the 376 graduates and their loved ones, thank you. So now I'd like to ask Dr. Whitney Nolenberg to join me on the stage. This year, Dr. Nolenberg, Associate Professor in the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management, received NC State's Outstanding Teacher Award and was inducted into the Academy of Outstanding Teachers. This award recognizes excellence in teaching at all levels and is a prerequisite for being considered for the Board of Governors Award for Teaching Excellence and the Alumni Distinguished Professor Award. In recognition of this honor, Dr. Nolenberg, I would like to present you with a plaque that recognizes you as NC State's Outstanding Teacher. Next, I ask Dr. Steph Jeffries and Christopher Mormon to please stand. Dr. Jeffries, Associate Teaching Professor in the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources, received the 2023-2024 Provost Award for Excellence in Teaching. The Provost Award for Excellence in Teaching is the most prestigious award for exceptional teaching given to professional, full-time faculty from among NC State's 10 colleges and the University College. The award was established in 2021 to underscore the importance of teaching and to recognize and identify and encourage, reward, and support teaching within the university. Dr. Mormon, professor and associate head in the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources, received the 2023-2024 Alumni Distinguished Graduate Professor Award in recognition of his distinguished contributions to graduate education at NC State. Please join me in congratulating them. I would also like to recognize Dr. Laura Pacifica, teaching professor in the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources, who couldn't be with us today. She received the 2023-2024 Alumni Distinguished Undergraduate Professor Award, also in recognition of her distinguished contributions toward undergraduate education at NC State. All of these awards recognize how special our faculty are. They consistently go above and beyond to create the best learning experiences for our students. So please join me again in congratulating all of our award winners. I would now like to invite Dr. Melissa Pasquinelli to the podium to present our student speakers and special recognitions.
Thank you, Dean Floyd. And good afternoon to all of our May 2024 graduates and their families and loved ones, as well as to our faculty, staff, and other members of our CNR community. We will first begin with our undergraduate student speaker. I invite Mimi Pinion to head to the podium. Of course, she's in the back. Mimi is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Forest Management. She is from Greensboro, North Carolina, and during her time at NC State, has been an active member of the Society of American Foresters Student Chapter and the University Honors Program. After graduation, she will pursue a master's degree in forestry and statistics at the University of Georgia. Will Mimi's family and loved ones please stand up if you're able to be acknowledged? I now welcome Mimi.
Hello. Good evening and welcome. I'm sure you're probably expecting this, but it's an incredible honor to be speaking to you today at the College of Natural Resources graduation ceremony. And if you think that's cliche, just know that had it not been for you all, this is my nap time, so I would be asleep right now. And I know you were expecting Elon Musk, but I'm all the budget would allow for this year, so I apologize. Professors, family members, undergraduates, graduates, and weird people that are crashing this commencement for some reason, You may be wondering, what is it about the class of 2024 that distinguishes us from every other year of people who work endlessly to get a piece of paper? Well, I'm here to tell you something is very different about us. When I entered college, like many other students, I struggled to make friends, and I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Did I talk too much, too little? Did I smell bad and people just didn't want to say something? I started to feel lonely, as did many students during the start of their college career. And I felt isolated because it felt like nobody understood me, and frankly, I didn't understand myself. And I knew something was different about me. And later in my college career, I was diagnosed with autism, which at first was really hard to accept. And let's just say I wasn't planning on telling everybody at my college graduation. However, over time, my diagnosis helped me to accept my differences and learn how to develop as a person to benefit my life and be at peace. But I was still lonely because I didn't know anybody else at school with the same differences as me. During the summer of my sophomore year, I went to NC State's forestry summer camp, and I met many friends that I plan to keep for the rest of my life. Cassidy, Lila, love you guys. And being comfortable with my true self always made me anxious, but spending so much time with my peers forced me to come out of my shell. And over time, I realized I wasn't the only one who was different and that people would accept me just the way I am, just as I accepted them. My new friends also respected my differences after I feared being laughed at. We were all from different backgrounds and had different personalities, but being at NC State gave us a place to come together and grow with each other, which is something I'm very grateful for. Embracing our differences isn't always portrayed as a euphoric moment in a speech or a satisfying scene in a movie, and instead it's a challenging journey with obstacles and uncertainties. Yet it is precisely within these struggles that our true strength lies. And therefore, I call each and every one of you gathered here today to not only acknowledge, but to wholeheartedly embrace this struggle. Let's see it as a chance and an opportunity for growth, understanding, and unity in the pack. Let us recognize that it's through embracing our differences that we can truly foster a more inclusive and compassionate society. So yes, there is something distinct about each of us, whether that be our race, our religion, our gender, but under the roof of NC State's CNR, we all had the chance to learn from a diverse group of students and teachers. Our sets of majors that are very different naturally divide us, but within the college, we are united in our desire to be stewards of the earth. We're all different, but at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, so long as you find people who accept and support you, differences at all. I want to end with a quote by Gandhi that says, "Our ability to reach unity and diversity will be the beauty and test of our civilization." And as students, I know this is a test that the Wolfpack and the class of 2024 will pass. Thank you. Where do I go?
I agree, that was very inspiring. Thank you, Mimi. Before getting to our second student speaker, we will go through some other recognitions. We will first recognize academic honors. To be eligible for degree honor designations, students must have completed at least 2 semesters and at least 30 credit hours at NC State. Will students please stand when their category is called? First is summa cum laude, or the gold sash, for grade point averages of 3.75 and above. Magna cum laude, or the silver sash, for grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.749. and cum laude, or the White Sash, for grade point averages of 3.25 to 3.499. Aren't our CNR students amazing? Wow. Our College of Natural Resources undergraduate students are chosen for a variety of university scholars and honors programs during their time at NC State. In recognition of those accomplishments, we ask that students who have participated in the university honors, university scholars, Goodnight Scholars, Park Scholars, or the Caldwell Scholars programs to please stand and be recognized. Due to the generosity and vision of a distinguished CNR alumnus and donor, we launched the James Buzzard Leadership Development Program this year, which provides selected junior and senior students in the College of Natural Resources with advanced leadership and networking skills so they leave NC State equipped to guide teams to success. These graduates are wearing gold medallions today. I ask our graduates in this program and their leader to please rise and be recognized for this achievement. The College of Natural Resources is proud to have a group of student ambassadors who volunteer their time while here at NC State and serve the college in a variety of ways. These graduates are wearing wooden medallions today. We thank these undergraduate students for their dedication. I ask our graduating CNR ambassadors to please rise. Next, we will celebrate graduates who played a sport at NC State while earning their degrees. Traditionally, these graduates also wear a white sash at graduation. Will all student athletes please rise and be celebrated for your hard work? It is now my pleasure to invite our graduate student speaker, Wizazo Muntali, to head to the podium. Her full bio is given in the program. Also all the way in the back, I guess. That's okay, we'll wait for you. Wizazo is graduating today with a Doctor of Philosophy in Forestry and Environmental Resources. She has worked as an environmental expert in her home country of Zambia for nearly 22 years. Wizazo holds a bachelor's degree in forestry from Copperbelt University in Zambia and a master's degree in geoinformation science and earth observation from the ITC University of Twente in the Netherlands. She currently works as a lecturer at the School of Mines and Mineral Sciences in the Environmental Engineering Department at Copperbelt University. Will Wizazo's family and loved ones please stand up if you're able to be acknowledged? I now welcome Wizazo.
Good afternoon, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Imagine being over 40 years and relocating to a foreign country. Imagine returning to an intense learning environment after 11 years of professional work. Imagine sitting in a classroom and not being able to grasp what your professor in civil engineering is talking about because your background is in natural resources management. That was me in 2017, a 41-year-old Fulbright student from Zambia wanting to pursue a PhD in civil engineering at NC State, with the aim of developing country-specific emission factors for the Zambian transportation sector. The research idea was inspired by my 11-year stint with the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, our equivalent to the US EPA. Initially, I believed that in 3 years, I would be able to catch up and make a full transformation to engineering and deliver groundbreaking research. Alas, after 2 semesters, I was done. I was done with the emphasis on mathematics. I needed something green in my academic life. I needed something social in my academic life. I needed the College of Natural Resources. I needed to get back to my roots, pun intended. I humbled myself, went knocking on the doors of Jordan Hall. To my relief, I was welcomed with open arms and rightfully accepted in the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources under the mentorship of Dr. Aaron Sills. Finally, I was home. My real journey at NC State had begun. It was going to be smooth sailing from now on. Boy, was I wrong. I didn't struggle much in my first semesters in CNR. Don't get me wrong, the work was demanding, but I managed to get healthy grades, and most importantly, knew what was going on in class. Then slowly but surely, I started to realize that statistics would be my new nightmare. You see, Dr. Sills is an economist, and to economists, I soon learned everything that is anything has statistics. Therefore, my research would certainly involve a lot of statistics, and it did. However, there was no turning back. My employer in Zambia, the Copperbelt University, had given its blessings for my studies in the US. I kept my job, and my friends and family rallied to my support when I made the decision to pursue a PhD abroad. The Fulbright program had committed to paying for at least 2 years of my studies at NC State. I had to find a way to make this work. Fortunately, I was not alone in this journey. First, I had exceptional academic advisors, Dr. Sills and Dr. Stephen Kelly of Forest Biomaterials, who showed a great commitment to my cause and who did not back down from pushing me beyond my comfort zone, identifying my academic shortfalls and providing opportunities for improvement. To them, I was not coming to NC State to get an easy pass. It had to be earned, and there had to be a transformation in my skill set, my thinking processes, and the way I approach scientific research. I firmly believe this was achieved. Second, I had a community of friends at NC State and family outside the US as a support system. Believe me, a good cry, the company and laughter of friends or family helps, even if it doesn't solve the glitch in your programming code. So thank you to all the people who witnessed my ups and downs, who gave a listening ear when I wanted to quit, which was many times, who gave me a hug or left a surprise gift on my office desk at Jordan Hall Addition. This support system includes the NC State Counseling Center, who played a pivotal role in helping me cope with my academic challenges and the passing of my dear mother in 2020. Third, I had the staff at CNR who worked hard to meet my specific needs, helping in the many administrative processes which usually involved tedious paperwork and which could be very overwhelming, especially for international students. I didn't think I was the greatest student in the department, but I had a great team of people around me at FER, emanating from various parts of the world, such as the Americas, Asia, and Africa, who remain dear to me to this day. I'll miss sitting at the picnic tables in front of Jordan Hall to take advantage of free food and casually chatting with students from other CNR disciplines. I thank God for such a great opportunity and the strength to navigate the personal transformation that it takes to successfully earn the PhD. It was a rough ride, but I made it. So, for those of you who are still navigating the high seas of NC State, I say, keep on sailing, mate. Celebrate the highs and let the lows push you to do better. Keep your eye on the North Star. It will be worth it in the end. Believe me, it will. Thank you all.
Thank you, Wizazo, for an inspiring speech and showing how global the Wolfpack is. At graduation time, those with advanced degrees don a hood, where the length represents the degree level. Those who earn a doctorate in the College of Natural Resources wear a long hood, where the inside is red and white to represent NC State, and the outer lining is blue to indicate the Doctor of Philosophy or PhD. In addition to advanced coursework, PhD students complete a dissertation project, similar to what Wizazo was just telling us about, which means that they designed, carried out, and publicly defended a research study to create knowledge in their discipline. As we recognize each graduate today by department, we will be acknowledging the significant achievement with a doctoral hooding, where the faculty advisor, or visors, places the earned doctoral hood on the PhD graduate. We would also like all of these new doctors and their faculty advisors to please rise now, if you're able, and be celebrated. That is all of our special recognitions. Congratulations again to all the graduates and their loved ones. Now I'd like to turn the podium back over to Dean Floyd for the awarding of diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Pasquinelli. And now to the main event, what we've all been waiting for, the awarding of diplomas. The Department of Forest Biomaterials will go first. Dr. Jensen Wong, will you please come to the podium to introduce the department and to preside over the awarding of degrees.
Yes. Thank you, Dean Floyd, and good afternoon, everybody. So congratulations to all the graduate students in here today, and especially those students with, from the Department of Forest Biomaterials. So as you all know, students graduate from our department who can be engineers and who can be material scientists. And they learn a lot of things about the skill sets they are going to apply in the real world. So also students, as a graduate student from our department, they earn master's degree in sustainable forest biomaterials and PhD also in forest biomaterials as well. So the whole things we want to say collectively, they will all contribute to a thriving and sustainable future. So the marshal will now direct the graduate to line up for the awarding of their diploma. And with that, I'm asking my Director for Undergraduate Student Program, Dr. Matt Bird, to the podium to read their names. Thank you very much. Matt. Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon. Good evening. Well, whichever way, welcome to this magnificent day of celebration and joy. It might be cloudy outside, but I'm seeing a lot of sunshine here in this hallowed space in Reynolds Coliseum. It is my pleasure and my honor to present to you the graduates receiving degrees from the Department of Forest Biomaterials, We'll start first with the undergraduate degrees, and I'll ask the audience to please hold your applause until all the names have been read, and then we'll give you an opportunity to give them a big round of applause. First, receiving the bachelor's degree in paper science and engineering, but let me make a note. Most of these students are also receiving a second degree in chemical engineering, and because of a scheduling snafu, the chemical engineering graduation ceremony is happening right now next door in Tally Student Center. So once these graduates have crossed the stage, instead of returning to their seats, they're going to run out the back door, make a mad dash across the courtyard, and go take care of their degree in chemical engineering. So please, thank you for your understanding. Summa cum laude with a second degree in chemical engineering, Varun Atri. Summa cum laude with a second degree in chemical engineering, Brianna Bowie. Second degree in chemical engineering, Joshua Carter. Magna cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Camila Vanessa Klickner. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Weston Kreger. Magna cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Sydney Crush. Second degree chemical engineering, Caleb Estridge. Cum laude, Hannah Ashley Getzy. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Peter Joel Goff. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Trey Hester. Cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Parker Jansen. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Trey Asbury Knight. Cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Brianna Page Lowry. Second degree chemical engineering, Coleman Tate Lee. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Michael Lidovez. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Ian Joseph Seidel. Cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Riley Nicole Sapesi. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Bennett Surrett. Summa cum laude, second degree chemical engineering, Michael Tozer. Summa cum laude, Samuel Grayson Webb. Cum laude, second major chemical engineering, Connor Nathaniel Rutt. And now, receiving the Bachelor of Science in Sustainable Materials and Technology, Samuel Langdon Buchanan. Summa cum laude, John Thomas Ben Chappell. Summa cum laude, Anna Lucille Cross. Magna cum laude, Emma Grace Gandy. Magna cum laude, Jacob Hall. Cum laude, Benjamin Hopkins. Magna cum laude, Allie Elizabeth Kale. Magna cum laude, Kyle Kapp. Alex Roger Machado. Magna cum laude, Kate McLeod. Cum laude, Bella Marie McInnes. Ethan Muncie. Summa cum laude, Chandler Davis Parrish. Summa cum laude with a second degree in business administration, Bruce Andrew Porter. Magna cum laude, Emily Grace Romanata. Let's have a big round of applause for these graduates. And now it's time for the graduate degrees. Receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Forest Biomaterials, Nelson Barrios. Advised and presented for hooding by Drs. Lakendra Powell and Richard Venditti. And you can definitely clap for each one of these. Maritka Debnath, advised and presented for hooding by Dr. Lakendra Powell and Dr. Marty Hubie. Hyunji Park, advised by Dr. Sun-Kyu Park and Hassan Jamil, and presented for hooding by Dr. Sun-Kyu Park and Dr. Jamil. And Ramon Eduardo Vera, advised and presented for hooding by Drs. Ronald Gonzalez and Hassan Jamil. I now call on my fellow faculty in the Department of Forest Biomaterials to rise and congratulate all of these graduates. And everybody, one last round of applause for these graduates.
I now ask Dr. Aaron Seals to come to the podium to introduce the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources and to preside over the awarding of the department's degrees.
Good evening, everyone. The graduates of the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources who we are celebrating today have the knowledge, training, and experience to contribute to a more sustainable future for us all. So that's a big challenge, but these graduates are ready because believe me, they have absolutely earned the degrees that we are awarding today in 5 undergraduate programs and 4 graduate programs. So I'll ask the marshals to start directing the graduates to line up for the awarding of their diplomas. And we will have 2 readers, both of whom you've already met. They were recognized earlier in the program. We're going to start with Dr. Stephanie Jeffries, Associate Teaching Professor, who will read the names of our undergraduate coming forward. And then we'll go to Dr. Chris Morman, who's the Associate Head and Professor in the department, to read the graduate names.
I am so thrilled to be here to share the names of the graduates of the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources. I will ask that the audience hold its applause until all of the names have been read. First off, we have students graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences. Graduating summa cum laude, Abigail Larson Ahrens. Connor Bonham. Catherine Camilla Branham. Madison Elise Burnett. Summa cum laude, Christina Michelle Conrad. Summa cum laude, Brooke Elaine Cox. Magna cum laude, Faith Chappell Daniel. Avelia Grace DeSantis. Elise Dinoff. Cum laude, Michael Millian Duff Mills. Summa cum laude with a co-major in Marine Sciences, Peyton Dearmond Fitz. Summa cum laude with a co-major in Environmental Design and Architecture, Shane Fogarty. Graduating cum laude, Tatiana Mabel Frontera. Summa cum laude, Luke Gregory Gladden. Cum laude, Ella Harlacher. Magna cum laude, Jenna Olivia Haskell. Dawn Clarissa Hayworth. Graduating with a co-major in Biological Sciences, Rebecca Helms. Cum laude, Robert Charles Rusko II. Magna cum laude, Benjamin Jackson Hutchins. Addison Jake Johnson. Summa cum laude, Madeline Bloom Johnson. Caitlin Rose Jones. Josephine Saris Kinsey. Ojezi Kurtikar. Seth Joseph Laney. Arden Marcicano. Cum laude, Daphne Judith Meyer. Summa cum laude, Lena Olivia Miller. Magna cum laude, Blake Hampton Murphy. Summa cum laude, Tessa Marie Omer. Blake Alexander Parrish. Summa cum laude, Natalie Sashiko Petzer. Summa cum laude, Amanda Michelle Prosak. Summa cum laude, Stephanie Quiroz Yepes. Summa cum laude, Lauren Nicole Rooney. Magna cum laude with a co-major in political science, Emily Shikori. Cum laude, Alexandria Elizabeth Seal. Magna cum laude, Sheila Ann Scrubos. Cum laude, Elena Mary Smith. Cum laude, Colin E. Smith. Joshua Seth Smith. Graduating with a co-major in political science, Charanya Srinivasan. Summa cum laude, Romulus English Stanek. Magna cum laude, Haven Grace Thompson. Magna cum laude with a co-major in agroecology, Santiago Timotei. Cum laude, Sarah Wall. Magna cum laude with a co-major in business administration, Olivia Walsh. Summa cum laude with a co-major in anthropology, Adam Wampler. Summa cum laude, Madison Mary Winters. Nathaniel Finn Vishka. Magna cum laude, Bailey Yates. Magna cum laude with a co-major in biological sciences, Sydney Zimmerman. Graduating in the summer, cum laude, Mackenzie Page Bowman. Natalie Catherine Lampkin Blyeth. Summa cum laude, Thomas Maharis Moore. The following students will be graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Technology and Management. Nada Baker. Sophia Rose Bradford. Summa cum laude, Andrew Michael Bresingham. Summa cum laude, Paige Collins. Adam Scott Ernest. Graduating summa cum laude with a co-major in economics, Sarah Jacobs. Carter Macklin. Matthew Robert Moore. Summa cum laude, Shrusti Hitankamar Patil. Magna cum laude, Alex Piesold. Cum laude, Harrison Kennemar Skidmore. Graduating in the summer, Mindy Dunn. Summa cum laude, Andrea Putti. Following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Natural Resources. Katie Lou Beard. Graduating summa cum laude, Jesse Orion Dewey. Cum laude, Megan Fickling. Magna cum laude, Valerie Friedman. Kayla Meadow Huntoon. Magna cum laude, Samuel Frederick Mowry. Summa cum laude, Caitlin Elizabeth O'Donnell. Magna cum laude, Annika Nicole Rausch. Summa cum laude, Suzanne Margaret Hurd Teague. Magna cum laude, Helen Yvonne Vance. Paul Samuel Youngblood. Summer graduation, William Austin Lowe. The following students are graduating with their Bachelor of Science in Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology. Matthew Jason Adams. Cecilia Renee Adkins. Sarah Allenbagi. Cum laude, Clayton Malloy Albrecht. Cum laude, Aiden Michael Baker. Penelope Ballou. Joshua Wade Barber. Kayla Beckwith. Summa cum laude, Anna Jane Casper. Summa cum laude, Allison Cowan. Cum laude, James Crawford. Summa cum laude, Griffin Crisp. Noah Parkhurst Dunmeyer. Anamitra Dutta. Nina Maria Esquerdo. Summa cum laude, Amelia Faust. Alejandra Flores. Summa cum laude, Gabrielle Freck. Summa cum laude, Natalie Ray Garrett. Cum laude, Gregory Paul Godwin. Cum laude, Dylan Michael Gray. Tabitha May Hilly. Charlotte Elizabeth Jones. Summa cum laude, Jalen Keith. Summa cum laude, Elena Margaret Kelly. Summa cum laude, Arami Kendrick. Cum laude, Abigail Grace Lee. Cum laude, Isabella Elise Levering. Magna cum laude, Jake Daniel Marinelli. Summa cum laude, Gabrielle Martin. Cum laude with a co-major in plant biology, Everett McAteer. Summa cum laude, Henry Arthur Myers. Summa cum laude, Jarn Mark Polk. Magna cum laude, Kevin Ritter. Summa cum laude with a co-major in plant biology, Chloe Elizabeth Roberts. Summa cum laude, Grace Elizabeth Spalding. Summa cum laude, Andy Van Hoy. Cum laude, Nathan Michael Vaughn. Magna cum laude, Matthew Waddell. Graduating in the summer, Gabrielle Landry. Following students are graduating with their Bachelor of Science in Forest Management. Edward McBride Boland IV. Magna cum laude, John Christopher Camp. Summa cum laude, Lila Claire Clantrell. Summa cum laude, Gabrielle Dawkins. Magna cum laude, Daniel Robert Ewing. Summa cum laude with a co-major in environmental science, Cassidy Sierra McCarty. River Meacham. Cum laude, Corey Jones Norris. Donovan Michael O'Donnell. Summa cum laude, Mimi Pinion. Cum laude, Matthew Thomas Richards. Whit Snuggs. Griffin Lee Wingfield. With summer graduate, Bracy Frederick Fountain IV. Let's have a big round of applause for these awesome graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Jeffries. I ask again to remind the audience to please hold your applause until all the names have been read. So I'll be reading the recipients of graduate degrees from the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources, and I'll start with the recipients of the Master of Environmental Assessment. Joanna Traynor Perry. Kayla Marie Totten. Now for recipients of the Master of Science in Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology, Cara Lily Francischini. Recipients of the Master of Science in Forestry, William Christian Baldwin. Amandeep Kaur Dhaliwal. Sarah Jane Pulls. Timothy Austin Quate. Now for the recipients of the Master of Science in Natural Resources. So Min Thu. Lauren Wilhite. Seranur Yilmaz. Anne McElvaney. Let's have a round of applause for these graduates. Now, for those receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Forestry and Environmental Resources, first, Ellie Thomaseb Gay, advised and presented for hooding by Dr. Catherine Martin. Next, Wizaso Munthali, co-advised by Dr. Aaron Seals and Stephen Kelly and presented for hooding by Dr. Aaron Seals. I now call on my fellow faculty in the department to rise and offer their congratulations to all of these graduates. Now let's have one more round of applause for the graduates of the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resources.
I now ask Dr. Razul Mawat to come to the podium to introduce the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management and to preside over the awarding of the department's degrees.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. All right. That's better. That's better. 690 undergraduate students and 70 graduate students in the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management are truly remarkable individuals who have placed the people and the environments that they experience through the national, state, and city parks, the management of sports for athletes, amateurs, and spectators alike, the development of tourism for environmental protection and the economic vitality of communities, the creation and planning of events, festivals, and other gatherings, and the general provision of recreation for all as their primary concern during their studies and now as their careers. As a faculty, we are watching 124 undergraduate degrees and 12 graduate degrees, representing the programs of sport management as well as parks, recreation, and tourism management. I am honored to bring to the podium the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management Director of Undergraduate Program, Dr. Keith Howard. And then the Director of Graduate Programs, Dr. Yufe Leong, for the awarding of diplomas to these wonderful people before us today. Next, we ask the marshals to direct all the PRTM graduates to the stage for the awarding of their degrees and diplomas. First to come forward, Dr. Howard.
Thank you, Dr. Mawat. All right, it's always an honor and a joy to be here to read the names of all of our undergraduate students, and it's also a joy because I've had an opportunity to get to know a lot of these students, teaching them in class and advising them as well. So we will have a group of undergraduate students from the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management. And we will also have a group of students from sport management. So we have spring and summer graduates. All right, I ask the audience to hold its applause until all of the names are read. All right, and we will start off with our graduates in receiving a Bachelor of Science in Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management. I'll read the names of the students and then any honors after I read the names. That's a little bit different than you might have heard before. Starting us off, Bradley Michael DeLuzio, who is also co-majoring in sport management in addition to Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management, and also excited to start us off with the first name. Next, Julia Grace Egler, summa cum laude. Jake Geis. Caitlin Nicole Hall, magna cum laude. Charlotte Kincaid Harwell, magna cum laude. Cole Henson, cum laude. Charles Howerton, cum laude. Joshua Love. Cameron Richard Manning, magna cum laude. Amanda Carol Matthews, cum laude. Jason Michaels. Eliza Keen Murphy, magna cum laude. Nathan Reston, magna cum laude. Emily Nicole Smith, summa cum laude, summa cum laude. Kelly Thompson, cum laude. Caitlin Faith Wallace. Kennedy Wordsworth, cum laude. Lindsay Bateman, summa cum laude. Al Green. Grace Elizabeth Hodges, summa cum laude. Meredith Catherine McMillan, magna cum laude. Emily Jo Pressey. Jason Matthew Rodri. Celia Ann Settlemeyer, summa cum laude. Anne Frances Paget White, magna cum laude. Logan Yoakley. Now for the Bachelor of Science in Sport Management graduates. Jacoby Baldwin. Joseph Thomas Barrow. Colin David Ballman. Shay Bragi, magna cum laude. Banks MacArthur Cathy. Lauren Hokanowski, summa cum laude. Connor Corrigan Webster. Jackson Wiki Cowan, summa cum laude. Daniel Denicky. John Jackson Ellis. Camden Elmore. Roberto Jesus Escobar, also co-majoring in economics. Alexander Fall, cum laude. Zora Flash, magna cum laude. Evan Fleischer. Colby Freeman, cum laude. Angel Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Ian Scott Harmon. Michaela Erenique Hart. Alyssa Paige Hendricks, summa cum laude. Charlie Hill, magna cum laude. Harrison Hasse. Mason Ray Hux, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Jimenez. Justin Patrick Jones. Owen Larson, also co-majoring in communication and magna cum laude. Ben Mandolin, summa cum laude. Rachel Lee Miller. Brandon Tobias Mize, magna cum laude. Cole Isamu Miyamura, summa cum laude. Gage Montgomery. Gabrielle Mueller, summa cum laude. Bobby Lewis Murray, cum laude. Brendan Myers, magna cum laude. Paige Olivia Nyman, summa cum laude. Motombe Shiso, cum laude. Lindsay Francis O'Mara, summa cum laude. Ryan Owens, magna cum laude. Ramon Perez, cum laude. Matthew Tate Peterman, magna cum laude. Christopher Sutton Poor Jr. Mackenzie Pope, magna cum laude. Garrison Powell, cum laude. Chance Puckett. Allison Quinn, summa cum laude. Matthew Regan, cum laude. TJ Ridley, cum laude. Ethan Robinson. Julia Paige Sansons, magna cum laude. Lane Seeley, summa cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Sharon, magna cum laude. Max Shepard, summa cum laude. Yeah, but where's, okay. Preston Sinclair, magna cum laude. Shane Smith, cum laude. London Diane Thomas, summa cum laude. Abraham Williams, cum laude. Stephen Williams. Gavin Zarens, magna cum laude. Summer graduates. Logan Ashby. James Keith Shoemate, cum laude. Morgan Vulpes, magna cum laude. Aiden White. Winston Wise, magna cum laude. Devin Betty. Caleb Billieu. Scott Carroll, summa cum laude. Tyler Christensen, magna cum laude. Andrew Fisher Coleman. Caitlin Corrigan. Graham Eddy, cum laude. Diazril Angelo Fleming II. Ryan Wilson French. Valerie Eleanor Gasper, summa cum laude. William Glover, cum laude. Nathan Lopez. Diana Gabrielle Markeski, summa cum laude. Harrison Moore. Shelby Pasquale, summa cum laude. Gianna Corzo, magna cum laude. William Seat. Ethan J. Swan. Mateo Valencia. Gray Windsor. Jonathan Grant Wooten Jr., cum laude. And now I will turn it over to my colleague. Yufei, take it away.
Thank you.
All right.
Good evening. And my name is Yufei Lang. I'm the Director of Graduate Program in the PRTM department. And I am very pleased to introduce to you our graduates in our graduate program. So starting with the Masters of Parks, Recreation, Tourism, and Sport Management, Colton Blake. Chase Nathaniel Connor. Tanya Elizabeth Gomez. Bon Lemmy. Brittany Faye McNeil. Kayla Marie Pendergast. Richard Christopher Saxton. And Jacob Lee Wintek. Let's have a round of applause for these graduates. And I call on my fellow faculty in the department to rise and offer their congratulations to all of our graduates. And everyone can please join them to give them one more round of applause to our graduates of the Departments of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management.
I now ask Dr. Ross Bentonmeyer to come to the podium to introduce the Center for Geospatial Analytics and to preside over the awarding of the center's degrees.
Good evening. Graduate students in the Center for Geospatial Analytics are pushing the boundaries of data science and technology to map when and where important things happen and make discoveries about how the world works from local to global scales. Our graduate degrees include the Masters of Geospatial Information Science and Technology and the PhD in Geospatial Analytics. Dr. Eric Money, Associate Professor and Director of Educational Innovation, will call names for the awarding of diplomas. Thank you, marshals, for directing our graduates to the stage.
While we're waiting, I think we all know what to do with our applause by now. So it is my honor to present the graduates for the Center for Geospatial Analytics. Earning the Master of Geospatial Information Science and Technology, Justin Michael Ehrlich. Catherine Ann Ivins. Jacob D. Makins. Shannon McAvoy. Mary Rachel Miller. Taylor Davis Richardson. Chrysanthi Villaris. David Anson Forbach. Macy Hannah Watt. And earning the Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Analytics, Catherine Elizabeth Jones. Advised and presented for hooding by Dr. Jelena Vukamanovic. And last but certainly not least, Laura Mae Tompkins. advised by Sandra Uter, and presented for hooding by Dr. Matthew Miller. And so with that, I would like to ask the faculty and faculty fellows of the center to please rise and congratulate our graduates. And everyone else, please join me in a round of applause for all of the graduates for the Center for Geospatial Analytics.
Thank you, Dr. Money. So once again, on behalf of the faculty and staff in the College of Natural Resources, to all the graduates, congratulations. And it is my honor to welcome you as the newest members of the NC State alumni family. May you hold on to the many memories of your first days in the dorm, finding your way around campus, meeting new lifelong friends, studying at Hunt Library, crossing the Brickyard, and maybe even rushing the bell tower after our historic Final Four run. As one of the smaller colleges on campus, we are a tight-knit group, a tight-knit community, and we value the close connections that we share, and we hope you will stay in touch. The relationship between student and professor is not simply professional, but profoundly personal. The last 4+ years of your life is shaped immensely by you and your interactions with us. While faculty and staff are here to impart knowledge and help you prepare for your career and life after college, the academic journey is a two-way street. And as we give to you, you give to us. Your vision will shape the future of our communities, our nation, and our world. And as you grow, we grow. Today, you leave prepared to apply your knowledge to better our planet, communities, our industries, and our economy. You leave ready to lead us toward a more sustainable and equitable future. We are honored and so proud to have you be a part of our journey, and we are honored and proud to be a part of your journey. As alumni, you will now have the opportunity to give back and help us grow in new ways as ambassadors, volunteers, as donors, and one day, maybe even as employers of those who will come after you. I wish you the very best as you pursue your dreams and continue to follow your passion. Today is just the first of many successes. So please, go out, do well, be well, give back, and show the world what Wolfpack Pride, and I'll rephrase that, CNR Wolfpack Pride, what it can accomplish. So let's give our graduates one more round of applause for their achievements. So we're at the close, and as you exit tonight, I invite you, it is raining outside. You see Mr. and Mrs. Wolf at the back. And so we will move to tally if you want to take photos of Mr. and Mrs. Wolf. And then we invite you to snap one more last graduation picture with our special guests and with your friends and colleagues and hopefully some professors and, of course, family. We invite everyone to remain seated until all faculty and our graduates exit. Thank you again for joining us on a wonderful Saturday evening. So please take care and go Pack.